Welcome back to another episode of Prairie Mini Project, or as I lovingly refer to it as the dumpster. Um, Not a lot got done to the Mini this week. More the Toyota, the donor car. But I have started doing some parts to the Mini. Um, but I can't do a whole heck of a lot until the Echo is completely stripped down and ready to be offered up. That and parts. I do need parts for the Mini, so I do have final measurements. Um, Getting parts here is not that easy, and the vendors that I have tried are proving to be uh, not very good. So it's probably going to be a long, drawn out process, but I'll show you where we got to. So, yeah, it's upside down. I was cutting away some of the metal, and bizarre how they used to fix cars back in the old days. Um, yeah, brass or bronze tigging or however they did it. It looks quite pretty. Looks like gold. They were fixing cars with gold back then. I don't know if you guys noticed this last week. Yeah, that's what you do with the ass end of a Mini. You make it into a couch. It's quite comfortable. Yeah, so I'll just show you a little bit of what I've been up to. So, oh yeah, I better show you this. The parts on the inside of the roof. Yeah, they're gone. Because to do the shortening up of the roof, I need all of those double skins out of the way because it would just make it impossible to fit it and weld it and do all that stuff. So yeah, they're gone, and then the rail here and there is gone. So it's sort of a double rail part with a card from the bins fitted into there. There, let's try to find my finger. There it is. Yes, there they are. So yeah, they're gone. And then I was just stripping the secondary skin along here. So I was going to show you guys. I found a really helpful. I'm in frame here. Found a really helpful way to speed up stripping out old panels and because the whole drilling out spot welds and finding them and dicking around, it can be quite tedious. And like I said, I've never done a Mini before, so I don't know where they are. And I know even if you do know, you still have to try and find them. So I was just going to show you guys a handy little tip that saves me a pile of time and my ADD. So what I usually do is nice good strong pair of snippers, and you'll see along here. So what I usually do is grab a hold of it and then you just turn it. And it tears and then off it comes. It's kind of hard to do while holding the camera, but believe you me, it does actually work. I'll prove it to you. Like I said, this piece is all done, and then this is already stripped, and you can see that is all coiled up from all the way along here. Like I said, all you got to do is grab it next to the spot weld and then turn, and it pries it up over. Now if you have the longer types of snips, it's even better, or even you can hold it and then put a screwdriver through here and turn it, and they'll just pop and roll up, pop and roll up, and you'll get left with little nubs. And then I'll just go back along there with the wheel and clean all that stuff up. Yep, see, parts there. It does work. It really does work. So yeah, cleaning all that stuff out of the way. And then I'm going to really strengthen up the door steps. And then what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to fit the doors in. And then I'll probably tack them. I'll probably fit them in, and then I'll make sort of little bridge pieces, and I'll tack them in, and then that way the doors will be in the openings and solid. That way the actual cab will be like really strengthened, because probably the first time it gets offered up to the Toyota, it won't be completely finished. Like the firewall won't be done, because I'm using the firewall of that car, because this one, I'll just show you. This one's quite bad. Couldn't really see it the last time I showed you, but you can see that's really badly rusted. And then in there, I try to see with my fingers, in there is quite bad also. It's just bad. It's just bad. So yeah, so here's another show. I don't know what happened here. But yeah, it's been bashed around. See, gap, there's a hole right there. So firewall's gone. So yeah, I know I patched this in here, but I do have to make this up, because it'll have to be bonded to the firewall of this other car. So I'll show you where I got to. I made a little bit of progress. Yeah. Got a bit carried away with the Sawzall. So, yeah. But I did the grown-up thing. I labeled all of the wire connectors. Yeah. I don't know what half of them do, but I labeled them. So yeah, the car's actually not bad nick. So I've just got it down to this point here, and then I'll slowly pare it away back down to the flat. But you guys can see this. These are actually frame rails. They're bonded right to the floor, but they are actually like a 2 by 3.5. I don't think quite as big as 2 by 4, but 2 by 3.5 at least. So they're fairly strong. This one I think had a shunt at some time. From here there was Bondo on the outside, or body filler. And you can see it wrinkled here, so it lets some moisture in, so there is a bit of rust. There's little bits of rust here and there, but it's actually fairly clean considering it's an Echo, and it's an 2004. So, and the great thing, it's a pickup. It has a hitch. It has a hitch, so we're ahead of the game already. So, oh yeah, I was going to show you this. So, reference point. So from the front of the engine, and with a couple inches of leeway back and forward, if that's where the Mini is, and then you come back, this mark here is where the B pillar is on the dumpster over there. So it's not far off when you consider. And this is the seat all the way back, because I'm a big bugger. So the seat's all the way back, and the backrest is not too far back, because I'm not going to get silly about this, but so I can only go so far back. I can only go so far back with the back of the cab for the Mini pickup. So that dictates what happens with the back window, because if it's lean like this, then I'm going to be banging into it with my head. So it has to be more upright, or push it back, or just get a different window. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, this has to go. This will go. Still not sure what's happening. The A-pillar pretty well has to go, because the outer shell of the Mini comes to this seam here. So this box here will be staying. This box probably will not be staying. So it should work out. It's going to be fairly good. So yeah, getting there. Now there's been an update in the treasures in the car, and this one's for you, Sean. See, I beat you because I found something. I was cleaning out the trunk, or the boot of the car, and I pulled up the carpet, and there was one of those hair ties, those elastic hair ties in the back, and I thought, well, there you go. So I tossed it under the back of the car, and I kept working. And then when I shut off the drill, I could hear buzzing, so I looked under the car, and here was this hair bobble thing jumping around. The little doodad that's attached to the bobble part was bouncing and stuff, and so I picked it up and looked at it, and so I took the part out of the hair bobble that was buzzing, and it's a plastic thing. I will just show you this. This little thing, it's got a switch. So yeah, you press it on and it starts vibrating, and I thought that's quite a peculiar thing. And then I got looking at the hair bob a little bit closer, and it's rubber, and it's washable. That's right. It's for one of those things for men with. No more. I have to wash my hands. So yeah, I probably will keep most of the length of the car, because by the time you get to here with the B pillar, and you'll have the wraparound, because I'm going to have a little bit more, probably back to about here. Like, as you can see there, that probably will be the back of the cab. And then if you think of that, that's a decent little box. That's a decent little box for carrying stuff. Yeah, I'll have to see what size of a fifth wheel plate I can fit in there for the semi-trailers there, hashtag slaphead. So yeah, I'm not sure how much weight this thing will be able to pull. Now, I wanted to do a kind of a shout out, because one of you guys put me onto a channel, and I couldn't stop watching. It's a tremendous channel, and it is quite poignant about what I'm doing here. And the channel's called Nathan's Garage. You guys should go and give it a watch, even if you're not doing a hybrid project like one of these. His channel's awesome, and he's a Brit, moved to California, and I was watching his videos, and I kept thinking, I've seen him before somewhere. Turns out he's an actor. He's been in movies, he's been in TV shows, and but he's got a really great way of filming. I don't know if I'm still in the frame here. He's got a really great way of filming his episodes, and he's a really super nice guy. He's actually replied to a couple of my messages, because you guys all know I like to message. So yeah, give him a watch, give him a sub, give him a like, tell him Piper Doug sent you. And yeah, he's got some really cool projects where he's putting old vehicles onto newer bases like Crown Vics and Ford Explorer, like SUVs and stuff. So anyway, I've rabbited on way too long, and by the way, we've had an improvement in the old uploading. As you will see, the clock is going on and on. Turns out I can upload from my phone straight to YouTube in under 10 minutes versus 8.5 hours. Yeah, that's MTS. My phone's with MTS, laptop's with Nutset. Anyway, Nutset, they've sort of come back, but yeah, MTS. So, I better sign off, upload this, and by the way, Sean, Dave, great videos, and Dave, good on you, bud. The best thing you'll ever do for yourself and your family. Get off those ciggy butts. And we're all here. Whoa, Dave, we're all chatting for you, bud. So, I better get off and go and upload this, and we will see you all probably middle of the week. But next week there'll be a lot more done over here, so I'll sign off and say tatty bye for now.